That's why when I see people, these people around him, and then you hear Wasiu, that one is also playing. Well, I'm like, I like, well, what the heck am I even saying?
Like,
It's the same thing.
you
Like,
know, when people
like
told me, Ken, you know, when people told me that, man, this is so irritating as much as it is funny, when I played the last one, when I realized that it won't even let him say a word, right? I said, Omo, this is so irritating as well. Like, how could this day be so ridiculous in his own campaign? They won't let him say a word. Then I'm like, I'll come back to your word. They've cooked him up so much that it could barely make a word. I mean, a sentence. It's making sense now.
But
Ken. Sir?
If you this thing you just said now, the point you just laid out now, isn't that the same thing we were talking about? That there is no way on the surface of this earth they will allow Tinubu to go into any debate with whether Omoyele Sowore or P2B or any of the people. They will never. Guess what? Because they will skin him alive. He will practically be non-existent. So, and that's why you see the other idiot, Festus Otopokium.
Festus
He keeps talking. He keeps talking about, oh yeah, he's the man to beat. That's why he cannot be attending to this thing because some people, the way the audience, the way this and that. I'm like, yeah, right. You know what? Tell that to the monkeys. We all know this. The guy is not normal. So don't tell us that you don't want him to debate or to come on air. After all, at the end of the day, you've been shielding the guy. You've been shielding him, so we know why you're already shielding him.
Yes.
Look, on the final note, this is the key thing I wanted to see if you have the time to follow up with.
Yes, go on.
Is that whenever Tinubu is on stage and he's talking, pay attention to all parts of his body, and then not just because the way he talks. If you pay attention, you see that I can't remember again. Whether it's the left or the right.
Yeah.
He keeps moving his hand towards that place where that thing. I'm trying to recall what it's called.
Catcher.
You know where exactly where you raise, you put the thing goes in there, right?
Yeah.
So he's always adjust that thing, and then when
I think they call it a catcher,
that,
something that they urine bag. So
it's like a bag.
You are right to see. Oh, you might be right to Ken, right? You know, sometimes when he's walking, that left hand, because that bag you are talking about, the people suspected that he's always at this left side. Now, when he's walking, he's always bending, and he put this hand on his left side more. Okay. Me, I thought say this akpa, it don't go to law like maybe the thing I don't affect this hand. So are you telling me that it could possibly be holding the catcher to make sure that everything plumb to the side?
Exactly, because you see, if that's in box, it will be obvious because you could see the
it could just like say it just rained.
Exactly.
If the thing should bust.
So yes, and people like him that carries those kind of things. Let me be absolutely clear. In fact, any of my medical colleagues who are on your platform will tell you, people like this are mostly on that. They will definitely be on that. Because when I audit, when I audit this medical situation, like medical autism waiver or psychiatric something, a huge chunk of them that wear that thing, they are mostly on diapers. And not just one, they could have like 2 diapers on them. In addition to that, with maybe if they're on boxer, that might be there, maybe just for accidents.
Right.
Okay. So, but technically, Tinubu, I am absolutely crystal very sure that he's on a very serious set of medications that
sedative,
is just absolutely
what is it they call that? Strong painkillers, different shoot up here and there. This God go see how much in a drug cabinet it will look like. His medicine cabinet will look like. It's just going to be like a drug store. See, Ken, let me take another call. Thank you so much for stopping by tonight. Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Now, let's take another one. Here we go. Hello there.
Oh, hello, Mayigo. How now?
I am very well. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thanks for all the messages. Well, The one I'm calling about to.
Right. I mean, I wanted to say thank you for turning up every night. Then with that, you have the time. So, how are you?
I'm blessed, thank you. You know why I'm calling? I saw one of your program, and this I don't know whether it's been discussed earlier on because I just joined you.
Okay.
You know, it's about this declaration.
Yeah, is that of the Yoruba nation, right?
Absolutely, and because I knew they said it's going to be done.
Something about that, or you want to ask me a question? I'll wait.
I have to. You know why? Because I saw your analysis, and this is what I have to be honest. I've been attending some of this meeting as well.
Okay.
In fact, Mayegu.
Yep.
Some of your analysis, when I've been in some of this, I'm just saying it now. When they were in Yoruba World Congress,
right?
Yeah, that's some guys in that place. Like you said, some of them they will say they're doctors, they're this, they're engineers, they're that. But when they start putting arguments, because it's a group, people put issues on the platform.
Yeah, for everybody to contribute.
Absolutely. And for whatever reason, they start mentioning this issue of Biafra, that they have to kick them out in Lagos. And just like you've always questioned this on your program. Yes. And now say, how would that help us? How would that help the Yoruba struggle? Immediately I start saying things like that, the owners of platform or the owners of Nigeria, so to say, you just see people start attacking you. Yeah. And why I'm going here is just to draw the parallel on what has just happened recently. Because when you are in a group, you think you are fighting for a common goal. Yeah. You just find out that no, there is a lot of betrayers around us.
And different interests. Agenda. Here and there.
Agenda. Yes, absolutely. And, this is the sort of thing we've been seeing. Anyway, because my view did not agree with them, I said, look, if anything at all, you and the Oduduwas and the Biafran, they should agree together. We should be working together.
There should be no fight.
Even though, absolutely, there should be no fight. Look, the problem is we may have our differences. Yeah, we may have our differences. And that's, even if you look at the British, the English and the Scottish,
yes,
it doesn't mean that they're best of friends, but they have to learn to coexist.
They have to, because even when we break up, we'll still be neighbors. Neighbors sharing.
We have to.
So.
Yeah, exactly.
Now let me say
absolutely.
Let me tell you something, okay?
Go on.
I am going to do. I don't know if you have heard that, okay? Especially in this area of declaration and all that, okay? We have so much to make people understand, especially when it comes to self-determination, advocacy and all that. Because when this whole thing started, right, I discovered that for those who remember very well, I don't know if you do yourself, and I will remind you, okay? You will remember that immediately after 2015, a guy came out, very, very vociferous, like a very vocal and all that. And his name is Adeyinka grandson. It was my friend.
I know video is really in prison now. Yeah, I like him.
It was my friend. So, and he started by telling the Yorubas what Yorubas are missing from being part of Nigeria. A very, very detailed, educative stuff. And Yorubas love challenges where they can question what you believe in. So in the process, a lot of people agreed with him that we are indeed shortchanged. He kickstarted this modern Yoruba. He called it Oduduwa Republic at the time. Sure you get. And he wrote so much about it. However, he attracted a lot of people's attention, but he didn't attract the right attention he wanted. He wanted attention that would make him look like the best thing that happened to the Yoruba race after the discovery of sliced bread. A lot of people don't like that in Yoruba land. So the attention he now attracted was to go violence, sort of violence, right? By then telling or sort of constantly reminding the disadvantaged young Yorubas that if they want their future, they must reject Nigeria. Just, like violently. He was going to use chemical weapon. He was going to kidnap prominent Nigerians to show that Yorubas want to go. All these are alien to Yorubas. If you, all of us who are currently old enough, they will tell you, Yorubas we are not violent. Not that kind of violence. You know what I mean? However, he was only doing all that to attract to attract attention, rightly or wrongly. But eventually attracted the attention of people who think like that. People who say, if you want freedom, you must fight for it, even though they have never fought in their life for anything, for real. But free talk.
Right.
So he attracted them. He made so much friends. He got so much audience and all of that. Then he blew himself up. How?
He did.
I'll tell you. I said
Lagos Igbo issue.
I said after 2015.
Yes.
So then he said, before 2019, he said, Yorubas in Nigeria, they are members of APC because Tinubu started APC. And Tinubu is the most prominent Yorubas in his book. Oh, I'm going for it. Oh. And therefore, Tinubu is the Yoruba leader. Every Yoruba must respect anything Tinubu wants politically. And mind you, 2-3 years back, he was telling the Yorubas that the reason why we are suffering in Nigeria is because of the Fulanis. Then he switched over to the Igbos. The Igbos are the reasons why we are what we are facing as a people. Now, remember I said he started from telling Yorubas what we are missing as being part of Nigeria, something that could get you thinking, like what should be done.
Correct.
But what he didn't tell people then was that when Yorubas are being maltreated, when we are being impoverished, when we are being subjected to whatever we are facing today, Nigeria was doing all of that to us, not directly. It was doing it to us through our own Yoruba brothers and sisters holding political offices. Yes. It didn't say that. So, like I said, it didn't take long before he blew his own cover and he said, Tinubu is the leader of Yoruba. And we said, okay, hang on, don't mix it together. You want a sovereign Yoruba nation, which is away from Nigeria. He said, yes. Then you said Tinubu is the leader of Yoruba, but Tinubu wants one Nigeria. He said, absolutely. He said Tinubu wants to be president of Nigeria, and then he would declare Yoruba nation. I said, this guy is mad. I didn't spare him. You get that now? You remember I said he's my friend, right? I didn't spare him.
I know, yes.
I quickly came out and told people, I said, if you are listening to him, it's your choice. Is that you are suffering from schizophrenia? You are schizophrenic, yes. And then you have a mental problem that you don't know of. That's what you believe in. It didn't take time before he spoke himself into trouble, preaching hate. Trouble. Yes. Now, I have used this, I decided to say all of this because look at today. We have different crop of characters making declaration in the name of Yoruba nation, arrogating to themselves the kind of influence they don't have, all because they have people listening to them. So these characters, they may be shouting Yoruba nation, Yoruba nation. Adeyinka grandson represents the product of the Yorubas who listened to the older Yorubas, who told the generation that came after them that the reasons why Yorubas is underdeveloped is because of other people, not them. So Adeyinka grandson came from that product. And there are many Yorubas like that who blame everybody for the underdevelopment of Yoruba land, the backwardness in Yoruba land, the poverty in Yoruba land, and everything that is wrong with Yoruba land. They blame everyone else, but the actual people who did it. So that's why I said that if you hear declaration that people are saying Igbos are this or that, and you're like, but you are Yoruba nation. Are we not supposed to be friends? These are the people who can't hide their bigotry for too long. They are Yorubas. We won't deny them, okay? But they don't represent us. 100%.
No, they don't.
At the right time, we will tell you their story. We will tell you who they are. And eventually, they will fizzle out. Like Adeyinka.
They have to. Yes. Yes. And I think that, and I think we have to let our Igbo brothers, understand that, look, the young generation, they are not saying, they are not from, they don't share the same philosophy like those people propagating hatred that Lagos Igbos have inherited Lagos, blah, 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 blah. They need to get rid of them. And Tinubu is making that as part of his campaign this thing as well now, because I've been listening now and then.
Yes.
Yes. But the issue,
yeah, he's appealing to his base. That's what happened, okay? You see all this bigotry, all these statements, yeah? They are not making them any, call them dog whistle. They are appealing to their base. There are Yorubas that are so bigoted, full of bigotry. Okay.
Yeah.
And we have Igbos who are so bigoted as well, full of bigotry.
As well.
So you get. So they exist. But the bottom line is that those of us who know better, it is now upon us to always do better, so that we don't get caught up in that kind of bigotry. Because they exist. Trust me, they do. And I see them all the time.
I do. Yeah, I know. And that's why I'm speaking. That's why I know this is a public conversation. That's why I'm highlighting this. Yeah, it's very important so that people who may have some divided minds to think, oh, maybe we cannot trust the Yorubas, we cannot trust the Igbos. But the question is,
a Yoruba man.
Exactly,
they don't trust Igbos because they are Yorubas. They are not speaking for me. And if you are an Igbo man that says that you don't trust Yorubas, you are on your own. I know Igbos that will tell you are not speaking for them too. So the bottom line is that the worst of us that have always been speaking out or representing us, it is time for the silent majority, because we are the majority, the good people who can think right. But majority of us are full of doubts. We know what is right, but we are full of doubt of saying them, while ignorant people, maggots, and then what do you call it, the bigots, so to say, are so confident, and they go out there to say that they're speaking for us. So it's upon us. It's up to us now.
Absolutely. So where I'm going now is that, look, we've made that statement. Look, there will always be people that say, oh, well, we do not understand the Igbo, we don't understand the Yorubas. But the central principle is that, look, whether we trust ourselves or not, we have to learn to live together.
Yes.
And the united we stand, divided we fall. Because all this existential thing that is coming, if we don't work together, we are giving all these people who are coming to disseminate our land, we are giving them the leeway, but they're going to divide us. So common sense means we have to stick together. Secondly, if I could make this point, if you don't mind, you see this the issue of declaration. You see, even me, I don't know Mrs. Onitiri, and but all I know is that she has a positive attribute,
right?
You know, so Yoruba, the way we Yoruba are structured, we don't tend to have one leader. And historically, we need to understand that, because if you look, that's why we have Oba Alake of Egbaland, or Yo of this, or Oni of Ife. You see, and we need to have intellectuals that can really, really modernize the way the Yoruba has been structured. Yes. Look, this declaration still boils down on the fact that, oh, is this person that made it? It's not from me. And it doesn't look sensible, given that the people who are actors,
and they have managed to make some people to have some apartments in that world until we dismantle the lies.
By God's grace, and if you remember when you and Princess were having discussion one other time. Princess said, "Look, last, it's me and you that we are living in diaspora that we come and do this." You can see it's very eventually, because look, people that you think that they are working for us, that suddenly you just find out that, oh, it's me that ought to have done that. I mean, what you can do, declaration. Why can't we work together?
I know.
It doesn't make sense, and we are learned. Sure, you understand? Anyway,
I'll tell everybody how we arrived here soon.
Oh.
And the reason why I want to say how we arrived here is to make sure to see if we can still save some of our people they have misled. They have been given a false hope. And now they have created more confusion. It is all deliberate. We need to tell that story. If you get that now, even though it may not be comfortable. Are you with me? It may not be comfortable telling it, but we have to. Noticing
I'll be looking out for that.
Chaos, the level of chaos we are seeing now, and how much people feel like, oh no. So we have to. But again, Baba, The bottom line is that
I'll let you go.
The bottom line is that we are our own helper. Whatever we want,
yes,
making it happen, it will come from us and not someone else.
Not from any organization.
And like you said,
yeah, not from any organization.
If we don't come together, like really wanting it, then we can just consider this as a circus. And I don't like circus.
No.
I don't like circus show.
No.
For something important. So therefore, we have to make sure that the real people, because the bottom line is this, right? In a nutshell, right, Baba? In a nutshell, we turned a lie, or let me say we nearly turned a lie into something real. And this caught these guys off guard. And again, they have no idea how they even arrived here. They have no idea how they became people you are quoting. They have no idea how they become so important that so many of you are actually expecting them to sort their problems and come together and continue to lead you. They have no idea what all of you are talking about. Some of you are making all these things up because they have misled you for so long. We turn the lie to truth with them. And it's going to be a time that we have to tell the truth so that people can know that when you say Yoruba nation, you are not actually doing it to worship individuals, okay? You are doing it because you think the future and the generation coming after you, they have none in this Nigeria. If you care about them, you should begin to fight for something better than this Nigeria for them. Do you get that now?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much,
yes.
Baba.
Have a great day, Mayegun. And I'm sure we'll be waiting to hear the news from you.
No, it's not news. It's going to be a lecture.
It's not news?
Yeah, it's going to be like a lecture, you know, something that everybody go sit down. Some of you know the story. Some of them you don't. But whichever way that it happens, you know, me, I'm a good storyteller. I'm not going to tell a lie because the people I'm going to talk about are alive and they can debunk anything I say. It's for the posterity's sake, my brother, sir. So it's not going to be like, but look out for it. I'm also looking out for it.
I can't wait.
I've been tempted to do it on Sunday. I was saying that, I'm going to do it tomorrow. Then I'm like, Sunday sermon. The time we I know they hold back. Me, we I don't want to insult anybody. I don't want to disrespect anybody. On Sunday, I am always free to disrespect me, you know, to do whatever I like. So I'm in between. But nevertheless, Baba, we will resolve this. None of these actions is going to be the Yoruba nation. Listen, it is something that has come to stay, okay? And let me be honest with you. Let me be honest with you, right? The best the people, let me say the people that are doing the most job to bring about the sovereign Yoruba nation, the sovereign Biafra Republic, they are the same people in charge of Nigeria today. What we are only doing is to prepare the mind of the people for what is coming. And that's our own
Which
job.
is the most important thing.
None of this wahala, none of this nonsense is going to derail anything. Okay, instead of this whole struggle to derail, I can bet this, and you can take it to the bank tonight. The people who are imposters, the people who are pretending to be what they are not, the people
we dig them out. We dig them out.
Ones that will derail. Trust me. If Mayegun is one of those,
it's a question of time.
If Mayegun is one of those who is trying to derail this, now Mayegun go derail. Take that to the bank.
God forbid. God forbid.
No,
yeah, one of the pillars.
Just saying, just to let you know that
I know.
let nobody arrogate any relevance to themselves, old or young. Okay,
absolutely.
Popular or not popular. Let no mortal arrogate any power to himself when it comes to the people's struggle, Yoruba nation or Biafra Republic. Let nobody, because without them,
you're right.
Without them, with what Nigeria has become, it is eventually going to happen, with or without us. Take that to the bank.
I believe that.
Thank you very much, and you have a good evening. I have another caller, a quick one, as we are rounding up tonight. Hello there. Talks gone here. Is that Talks?
Well, it's a lot of them.
You know, I love calling you Talks. So, Ola Tokumba.
Yeah, I know.
How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm fine, my brother. I just decided to call you tonight and just say thank you for everything you do.
Thank you.
I thank God for a human being like you, this planet, and people who stand by you and defend you.
Thanks, man.
And I will keep on telling you, my ego, they will drop me before they drop you.
And none of us is going to drop as long as we stand on this truth. Yeah? You know what they say? Tops. You know what they say? Truth may not win you many friends. But do you know something? It will win you real friend. Not true friend, though. Real friends. Because real friends are true friends. So even if we are so lonely, with our own positions and sincerity, we are never alone. That's what I believe. Talks.
Yeah, man, drop you better go look boy now. Drop out to you, valuable. Only no toidu or shikailuni. And the thing that because you are the truth here of the town, you have been a wicked man.
Right.
The people who think you're wicked are the people who are saying, minister. My God, please, the realistic truth is this. I've watched Tinubu's movies. I've watched his speeches. In fact, movies which are going on what
where's the motivation?
And I'm telling my people that
I'm Yoruba, or anything out of it, okay? Let's even remove the fact that
I don't hate the man.
Okay? Like for real, where is the motivation there? Let's be honest.
I have no hate for the man. His son and I went to the same primary school in VI.
Yeah.
And I look at him and I told myself that this was my own father. But some people say, hey, daddy, what you're doing is wrong. It's wrong. Tinubu is going off track.
Even family member will say, Tokumbo, like you go still, they go still no say you do your own. Say, me, I don't like all this. So.
Gara. Sheyi Tinubu is the biggest deceit of a family member on this planet. Oh, my God.
It is well.
Thank you very much. I will keep on saying today, it was a great pleasure meeting you in London.
It is.
And I will see you soon. I will see you soon in Glasgow. Don't worry. You don't know.
I'm going to Manchester next. I'm going to be in Manchester sometime soon. And that Manchester is going to be called Manchester. I'm not going to tell you. Don't worry yourself. I just told you.
No. My don't worry about that. I know I meeting Manchester already. Yeah. But I Glasgow is negotiating something. Because I come in Glasgow.
You are welcome. You are welcome. Let me take another one before we call it tonight, Baba. Nice one, eh?
Thank you.
Now, let me, I have another veteran here. I love the fact that when it comes in, it just lights the room. I light up the room as well. Ahmed.
How
are you tonight? You can water to funny temple. Eh? I'll look for one. Trust me, I never run out of any anyway. So I'll look for one that I will never forget. How are you, Baba? Lafia ko.
Lafia kalau.
You see, Lafia kalau mandala.
Yeah, madala. Yara da mata yara lafiya ko?
Ati yaya.
Yara.
Yaya gado abi na gido abi dado. Anyway.
No, ya gida.
Yaya gida.
Gida lafiya kalau ya yara ya mata.
Lafiya kalau.
Lafiya. Alhamdulillah. To Allah ya musu albarka.
Allah kiyaye.
Amin lo ma endi Allah musu albarka.
Allah musu albarka. Ewo na Allah kiyaye.
Allah kiyaye kolo ma jari. Allah ya muku.
So even when you pray for me there, when I say Allah kiyaye, I'm saying Ọlọ́run ni jari nìyẹn.
As in Allah kiyaye ó ní bó ṣe máa lò Allah kiyaye na gaba kolo ma jari bi.
Ọlọ́mọdé Alaiki again. Now you've been part of us tonight again, and I bet you have one or two things to add too.
I just did watch that rally. I can't wonder each time you play this guy's tape, when they fuck up, Baba, I go just look see not to alone. People around this man. But she wicked to me. That's where a lot of people don't see. People don't see these things. And I just keep asking, like, are they that blind or they are deaf?
I don't think they are blind.
She was dumb, even though na money. Now so now.
You know what Agbeke? Yeah, Ahmed. You know what Agbeke asked me earlier today? All these years, she knows about Buhari. She'll be like, is that Buhari again? I'll be, yes, is he again? What did he do? The madman said this and that. And she'll be like, but why can't people, Then tonight she was like, which one is Tumbu? I said, no, just a thief, noob. Like, no, I can't say that. I don't even know how to say that. I was like, say thief. Say thief. I said, Nubu. Said thief. Nubu. I said, which one is that again? He said, she was asking, which one is that again? I said, the Buhari Pro Max. And you know what? She said, so people want somebody that is worse than Buhari. I said, they have them in abundance in Nigeria. Is he going to be their president? I mean, their president. I said, in Nigeria, they will make him their president, like that. And you know what? She was like, oh, that's true. That was how you told me then that this Buhari would deal with them. And she's so like, she remembers. Now she knows that Tinubu is coming. About calamity, come on, man.
Even she will say, this Buhari guy, what's wrong with him?
Exactly. What is wrong with him? I will be like, why is Buhari coming to London? Okay, I remember now. She was like, so is that Tinubu also going to come to London like Buhari? I was like, he's already coming here. He's already here. He has already, like, the same doctor treating Buhari is the one treating him. And she was like, man, I don't understand. I was like, you will never understand.
She doesn't say, she
knows now. I mean, she's so used to this, right? She's used to me. She's used to all this. She's used to people talking on the phone. Now, hearing that somebody is now another Tinubu coming, and I said, that's like Buhari Pro Max. She was like, oh, wow.
Damn. Hey, and tó bá sì mọ Pro Max, ó mọ̀ pé Ọlọ́run na market ọjà. Tinubu, Maigun, Tinubu ti lọ.
Sọ́kò ti lọ.
Ó ti lọ. He don't go. Wallahi, that man don't go. See as that man dey talk, he just relax. Wazir. You know, if you dey garage, you carry your motor go garage. They come, as in Oga for garage go send Omokolo Rewawa, Lord ya Kamoru Akin for comment. Kó ama wá wá sí, kó ma wá ọmọṣẹ́. Wàsíù, ìbọ̀lọ́wọ̀ yìí kò ẹ̀. Wàsíù, that kind Wàsíù ìbọ̀lọ́wọ̀. You know that kind of name now? When they call you. Wàsíù sì ti mọ scope náà. Ó tún máa kí orin mọ́lẹ̀, ó tún mọ̀ pé bàbá wọn fọkọ̀. Everybody á jó lọ. Then El-Rufai, all of them, then they get. You see that El-Rufai, one more plan. They know their plan. They know their plan. Remember when they not say, when Baba Ahmed, elder brother, say, if people want power, they have to come and negotiate with them. Not only negotiate, like you have to come and negotiate that power. Even El-Rufai said,
if they want to cede the power to the South, you have to come and negotiate it.
You have to come and negotiate it.
you cannot stand and tell us that powers must shift to the south. Ìgbà tó wá fẹ́ ṣe wá wò pé ta la máa gbé wá o so that power yẹn a máa play one politics. Báwọn jagabandit àwọn batidot bó ṣe ń kóra wọn káàkiri tó ń ṣe òyìnbó káàkiri wọ́n mọ̀ pé wọ́n ti play wọn ní politics ní ibẹ̀ yẹn. But because of their greed they will never see it and they played them, they brought Tinubu to come. If that you want to talk about competency, say, okay, we want a candidate. Why can't they bring in Osinbajo? Shebi they were talking about. I don't support any of them. I don't support any of them.
We are saying that physically, somebody that can even come and make a proper speech and lie to people and say, wow. Now people like us, they don't feel lied to. Sure you get. No matter what in them talk, no matter grammar way they speak.
People have been projecting Osinbajo Zulu. They have been projecting Osinbajo Zulu. Or Osinbajo, or Osinbajo Patami,
pandemic.
So, yes, they were projecting those two, but it went more with Osinbajo and Zulu. But ìgbà tí Tinubu rí pé ilé tí n bá tètè di àwọn ilé ìfẹ́ já tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì mọ́ mi lọ́wọ́ fẹ́ já bó ṣe dìde nìyẹn àwọn èèyàn sì rí pé okay ilé yìí it needs power and we need opportunity to make that power return to the player in the north. And this guy is not healthy enough. Let's bring him. Then we'll make, because if we bring him for big head and full of anybody who are running me, he knows he will fail. He knows inside him that if we fail, we have the numbers like they used to say. Then we will give him the numbers.
Let me corroborate what you are saying so that people listening to you, they can know that there is actually a full details about what you just said now. Okay. When Tinubu met with Pafashorati, the Afenifere saga of that time, Tinubu was telling them how he got the tickets. I could look for that video and share that with you, but it's in Yoruba, but I'll tell you what he said there, right? In that video, he said, Emma Jekin by Ruffin. I'll say this in English for the sake of those listening. Okay, he said, don't let me lie to you. He got to a stage. They have already blocked me everywhere. They have already, to the point that I was like, they want to shame me. But I want to say it to all of you here. Thank El Rufai. You see that one in Kaduna, El Rufai? I want you here. He was talking to Afeni Ferry. Go and look for that video. He said, I want you all to thank El Rufai because last minute, hang on, he said, last minute, El Rufai pulled the stunt. That put him back into that contest. That even Buhari called him and said, how did you do it? How did you do it? That's what Tinubu said. Buhari called him and said, how did you do it? That everyone around him in the villa is like they've concluded on you, like gone. How did you turn it around? That you managed to convince El Rufai? Now, the evil genius that make Tinubu a candidate that is campaigning everywhere today, it's not Tinubu's money, it is El Rufai. And like you said, they told him he has to come back and negotiate. A lot is going to eventually come out after this. But I just want to acknowledge that.
And do you remember that the same El Rufai, he took out Balabante, the deputy he brought, the one from the Southern Kaduna, and he brought, that one is a Christian, Balabante, Barnabas Bala, we call him Balabante.
Yes.
And he brought Adiza Balaredi, a Muslim.
Ahmed, they said, great minds think alike. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Because he was the first person. He was the first person when they started this whole thing. He was the first person to say Nigerians who told him that he was going to lose Kaduna for using Muslim tickets. He buried them in Kaduna. That if Tinubu chose to use Muslim tickets, he's going to win. And so it is. Muslim ticket.
He pushed that. After that.
So you are right.
See, if you talk about arrogance,
yes,
El Rufai is a very arrogant human being. And I'm telling you this. I said this sometimes, but I told you, El Rufai's mother, his mother, she lives on my street. The way the house called GRA, làwọn gbé side the GRA làwọn gbé. So ilé ìyá ẹ̀ ò jìnnà sí ilé wa, ó máa ń wá on a steady. He dey come that side. When he even dey minister for Abuja, he dey come that side. Im mama dey waka for street anyhow. El-Rufai get one Mumu brother, all those kind imbecile brother like that.
Right.
That guy dey waka street anyhow. Owó tó máa wà lápò bọ̀bọ̀ yìí, ó náwọn boys tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n máa ń tẹ̀lé wọn máa gbé lọ òun kó ṣàtìmú mineral ní títẹ̀. They will go buy am, all those kind things. Im mama, ibi tí ìyá ẹ̀ arrogant, ìyá ẹ̀ gan ó ní arrogance yẹn lára. So we know where they come from.
Where he head from, I see.
Yes. No be say I sabi im mama. She dey come around, she dey enter people house like ó máa ń rìn káàkiri ni. So kó fún ẹ lówó gan kò ní fẹ́ fún ẹ lówó, and tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ sí ẹ gan wàá wò pé irú ò fún mi lówó tó fẹ́ máa sọ̀rọ̀ sí mi. She dey very arrogant.
To look down on you.
Yes. So they can't use old age dey play and say I to fight it that matter. As in na old age dey worry her. You know something. Old people na their character be that. So they carry and enter old age. You know, if you tell me say forget some things where old people go do. Some people go say they go they do madness, they go they claim say na old. But she 1 year right from start. But she 1 year now so them be. So no can use any old this thing. I want Agbatiwa, Alagbanle.
Yes.
My grandma still dey. She know they misbehave. She was that shaka and toba sọ̀rọ̀ say or advice toba fún ẹ wo bí ẹ̀dá kó má rí pé ẹni tó sọ̀rọ̀ yìí wọ́n ní ọpọlọ. So forget old people say they grow mental, they kolo for head. So ibi tó bá ń ṣe gbogbo wèrè wọn lọ kó má worry. You know
the one I was expecting you to touch as well, which I will remind you quickly before you go, is that people who don't understand why we are exposing all these things happening and then linking them to their present situation as we speak. These are the characters who are busy blackmailing Yorubas. Now, you as a Yoruba man, you've said what you have said, and whoever is not happy about it, they can also pick up the phone and come and explain how they are not happy. But you said what you said. But you as a Yoruba man, looking at that Tinubu they are trying to blackmail you with, which insults me. I feel insulted. You as a Yoruba man, that you are you not a Yoruba man? Forget everything you have seen. Yes, it's demented. Are you not insulted that somebody is trying to blackmail you or call you names because you are not in support of this nonsense?
I insulted someone like that. He's a Yoruba friend. So we eventually talked on the phone. So you can't say, come, me and Tinubu are the support you be Yoruba, you are more Yoruba money or she kò fẹ́ bẹ́ sọ fún àbáyé ẹ̀fẹ́ bàjẹ́ wá stand mo tọ́nà ẹ̀ fún ni wọ́n ní come na me dey insult mo ní orí ẹ̀ dàrú ni kí ló kàn mí kan ṣé àdé ọ̀nà Nàìjíríà wey tell me say
now the next you are going to tell me is that ṣebí Yorùbá ni wọ́ why don't you support it show
no this guy na my friend o so you don tey wey me and him never even talk as we come say mo talk mi ò tẹ̀ mọ̀ pé òun don enter politics. The moment we go talk, say, Baba, how far this our election?
Election,
on our election, you do. Make una dey do am, man. Me, I didn't Nigeria, I want to do election. Omo, Jagaban, you. You can't support money come. Say you want act like hypocrite. You know they see my post for Facebook. Come, wetin be your problem? Tàbí o kò fẹ́ fọ̀rọ̀ ní oní kan wá nǹkan tó fà tí mo ó wá ní pé nǹkan tó fà tí mo fi tẹ̀ gangan yẹn ó mọ̀ pé ọmọ Yorùbá mo ní tó bá tún mention ọmọ Yorùbá kò ní dáa fún ẹ torí a máa ń ṣe pé mo máa ń gbé gbogbo tí àfi ìsọta ń gbé ìsọ mo ní tó bá tún mention ọmọ Yorùbá pé mo kò ní dáa fún ẹ bó ṣe wà yẹn àbórí ẹ̀ burú ni kí ló kàn mí kan Yorùbá ṣé
all you have to tell me about Tinubu is that is Yoruba, and the another thing you will tell me is that he built Lagos, as if to say As if to say, many of those who are watching me right now are not watching from that same Lagos, yeah?
They hear now. They hear waiting this guy. Last as we talk, you can say based on the question. I show on best. We will make it with it. Eloma Digo found with him. My father, God, I beg. And kilo fẹ́ fún mi mo ní wàlíù ni wà tọwọ́ bọ̀ mí lápò kí ni mo fẹ́ wá fún àbúrí ẹ̀ yìí wo mo ní I get something to do I get special duty I no get time orí akọ kò tí ì dé bẹ́ẹ̀ he wan come turn am to play wà náà àlàyé kò tí ì tó bẹ́ẹ̀ because we dey play with am well wọ́n á ní wo leave abeg you don vex me I go call you go talk later mo ṣe call phone
now it's annoying it's insulting as well like somebody calling you and say ṣé wọ́n ṣe Yorùbá ni okay àwa kí ló mean na ṣé o mú mi ṣeré ni sórí ẹ yí ni so if I want to look at what my life and the life of those I care about should look like I should consider because I mean show wine
because somebody is show you know you really share
make a call on the night. Thank you very much for stopping by. As always, thank you so much.
Say the Safi.
Lafia, Madala. I don't know.
Say the Safi. I said say the Safi. Udaro. Say the Safi.
Say the Safi. Say the Safi.
Udaro. Then you say to Allah Kemu.
To Allah Kemu.
Ọlọ́run ajiwari nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ nìyẹn. They write am they write this thing we need to. Bible, okay, no wahala.
No, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. Imagine if I am multilingual, bilingual. Maybe I speak Igbo, I speak every language.
You don't scatter everywhere now.
Go star now. I wish.
Baba, if I don't scatter everywhere, I won't really you about to say, who be this guy? As he gets so sad, they give them headache. Talk more, say you can't speak three languages. You want to buy any?
I go be terror. Baba, every time I remember that I've got so much bills to pay. I've got so much here and there. To sit down, they cram these languages, can't become like say person who wants study how to go to the mass.
And you know, but not time. You reach time when you say you want learn.
YouTube can help me and the rest of that, but it's just that life is no easy. Life no easy. Too much thinking about and you know what I mean. So I will manage. I'm going to work on it. I keep promising. I'll work on it. Have a good one. Thank you so much and good night. Now this is where we're going to draw the curtains tonight. Thanks for being with me being part of this tonight again. Okay, I'm going to see you some other time. If you are just joining us, you can watch this from the start if you want. You can skip all the music as well and just go listen to the part where I was talking, and then you can listen to people who called in as well, who made their own contribution known, which add more and more flavor to this chat tonight. So thank you very much for spending that with me. I'm going to see you some other time, but we'll leave you with this. Hang on. I'll not leave you with that. I'll see you some other time because that's going to take an extra time from us. So don't leave without liking the broadcast. Like it, share it, subscribe, and the next time it's going to be me and you. Good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Mayegun Diary. tribalism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún.
Máyégún Diary Nayibi number one.
ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Máyégún Diary Nayibi number one.
àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Máyégún Diary Nayibi number one.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì o. ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ayégun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kí ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.